Greetings, I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice. For this week's Divinely Guided Rune reading, we have a bunch of astrological transits occurring, but none of them are super significantly major. However, as usual, I have all the information in the description box down below. So please do not forget to check that out if you're a little lost during these rune reading videos. Now, thank you to everyone who hung in there with me this last week while I recovered from illness. Hopefully that major rune reading that I did last week for the collective suffice, but for now, let's get back into the rhythm and the flow of your zodiac weekly divinely guided rune reading. Here we go. Greetings, Capricorn, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. Let's jump right on in and get your energetic rune for the past. Here we have Ingwaz. This is indicative of the divine masculine. Now, why do I say divine masculine? Because this is the rune of fertile soil and planting the seed. This is the seed also going into that soil. This is what it's also depicted as. So either way you see this in the Elder Futhark, whether it's the two X's or just the diamond shape that looks like the seed, you can take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but either way you see that in the Elder Futhark is accurate. The Ingwaz is the divine masculine's rune because that fertile soil planting the seed, if somebody asks you, right, how's that seed you planted? You don't have to get in your head or get all reactive, like, oh, why'd you ask me? You can just stoically and firmly and in a very grounded, ego-healed sort of way say, the seed I planted was planted in fertile soil and it will bear fruit. Yeah, so that's a very healed ego sense and a very healed divine masculine way of looking at things, holding space for that, and balanced and on all sides. So you could have been coming from an aspect of that energy here in your recent past, Capricorn, or healing the divine masculine or being near divine masculine, looking at aspects of your stoicism and your divine masculinity and healing your ego aspects and what that means to you. Here's a good reminder as well. We all have aspects of the divine masculine and divine feminine within all of us. All right, so let me know in the comments below how this all resonates here for you. In your energetic now, we have Kenaz. Kenaz is that light bringer. It's the torch. It literally means torch. It's that light that shines on the path for others and simultaneously for yourself. Now, when that light is shining on the path for others, that's you holding that torch, right? So that's also an aspect of yourself that you need to go within and address. Okay, why am I giving out that advice? Why am I holding the torch for that person? Is that something you need to address within yourself as well? So this is very much also leading by example. All right, leading by example and manifesting are very much going hand in hand here, where this is like the Pac-Man gobbling up the dots with that fire manifestation energy as well. That leading by example, trailblazing energy, the torch likes to trailblaze, right? This is very much the fire energy of the Elder Futhark runes. This is very much like the tarot of the Wands suit. All about manifestation. So you're taking that divine masculine healing work and you're getting into, okay, yeah, now is this an aspect of ego, question mark? Or is this a very grounded way of leadership? Okay, that's my ask of you, is to go within and ask yourself that. All right, let's get your rune for the energetic near future. Reho is surrendering to divine flow. That's indicative of a change of house, spouse, or career. Reho is more of a physical movement, more like I'm moving right now. It's still very grounded. Remember when we have the runes going down with the lines off the rune. That's very grounded energy. But Reho here has one leg moving forward at all times, always surrendering to the divine flow. So through this is beautiful, because if you're taking this divine masculine healing work and doing it in very divinely guided ways, leading by example and manifestation in your abilities and just a big, beautiful example that you're setting out there, Capricorn. You get to surrender to the divine flow and be more in this embodiment. And this could be calling you to travel, to go spread the word, right? To move on to new energies, to trailblaze, to continue moving along and showing others by example how to embody that divine masculine healing work, which is super beautiful. I love that message. So let's see what your energetic influence of the now is. Your influence of it is, your identity, your place in the world, wanting to leave a mark. This is manas. This is one clan flag facing another clan flag. So this is inciting a definition of other than. So it's not necessarily good or bad. It's not protecting yourself from or inviting in this other energy. This is a recognition of. So you're in this influence, a recognition of these other energies, of this sense of identity. Is a label actually even needed here? This could be very much in your 3D aspects in your head about labels, constraints, those sort of 3D things. But you are trailblazing. You're not for those sort of limitations. You like to break those free and march to the beat of your own drum, Capricorn. Very much so. I have 2 Capricorn suns, and I can attest to that. What's your energetic advice right now? Your energetic advice, Capricorn, is, build your foundation, build your legacy, focus on what is more perpetual versus transitory. Something might be fun in the moment now, but is it going to serve you later? So this is Othala. This is like a legacy. This is your foundation. This is what you leave behind. What are you leaving behind for the next 7 generations, Capricorn? Versus what are you leaving behind for maybe the next 1 or 2? Are your thoughts good ones that you're going to leave behind something awesome like pay it forward? Or are you going to leave behind maybe some money that might last 2-3 generations if you're lucky? So recognizing this and increasing your foundation, your legacy, recognizing that all these labels aren't totally necessary, or maybe recognizing them for what they are, focusing on your own, like staying in your lane, while you're leading by example. You can show them that this healthy ego, divine masculine, fertile ground, this is where you plant your seed, but also where you can build your foundation, your legacy from, your jumping point on where to make other journeys to, from, and then to. So that's really a beautiful way of looking at it. Let me know in the comments below how this is all working out for you. Let's see what's in your energetic outcome for all of this. Capricorn, in your energetic outcome is Pertho. This is the Gambler's Cup. This is unraveling or unveiling of mysteries. This is like a revelations. This is also like an initiation. So when you are going through this, whether this is a gamble, whether this is a friendly competition, a board game, a pregnancy, whatever it is, you're knowing how you started off with some sort of an agreement or instance that starts it. Regardless, you're in it and you know what to do to kind of guide it along. I mean, you want the best possible outcome, but at the end, no matter what, you always come out a little changed, a little shifted in perspective, a little initiated. So you've been initiated, you're unraveling the mysteries, and you come out at the end of all this beautiful, energetic, stoic kind of work, which I think is just beautiful for you, Capricorn. Very grounded energy, very healing your ego, getting really serious about that, and probably saying what isn't in service of your legacy is you're like, peace, I'm out. And just be making that your flow is what this seems like. Let's get a card of clarity from these single word oracle cards. These are handmade cards and they're divinely guided messages for you. So Divine, please show us clearly, what message of clarity does Capricorn need to hear for this week? Please show us clearly, what message of clarity does Capricorn need to hear for this week? Want this one? Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Imagine. Yes, imagine. Imagine your life and you will manifest it. Honestly, imagine what this unveiling of this mystery is working out to your best benefit, because I think what this is uncovering is that aspect of definition. You're just kind of letting the chips fall and you're kind of holding you're just kind of holding on to what is serving your family and your legacy best. And when this is uncovered, when you've been initiated, then you have the information you need to remain in flow and to proceed with your trailblazing into the future in better flow and alignment with your divine source blueprint. So imagine it all working out for your highest good, and it will, Capricorn. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.